Checker 9 weather with meteorologist Holden LeCroy.
Again, we had the heavier rainfall, the gusty winds sort of around 1 o'clock this morning. I kind of heard it pattering on the window. Luckily, it was very short-lived, and now we're starting to see area rivers and streams reside. But for the most part, scattered showers really going to continue through the course of the evening and overnight tonight. It's all due to this area of low pressure that started to pull over the region. Main cold front is passed off to the east, and what's behind it is an upper-level low that has created some instability in the atmosphere. A lot of these showers bubble up thanks to the very cold air right above our heads. It's relatively warm here at the surface, around 41, 42 degrees, but right above our head at 10,000 feet, temperatures are about single digits all the way up in the atmosphere. So as a result, the atmosphere is kind of unstable, and a lot of that warm air wants to bubble up, and that's what we see across the region. Here's a graphic that kind of explains this a little bit better. Here's the upper level low right now with the very cold air right above our heads. Down here at the surface, it's relatively warm, 40 degrees compared to the single digits we have in the higher levels of the atmosphere. So as a result, like a boiling pot on the stove, that air wants to rise. And as it rises, it creates the showers and the convective precipitation. Now, the big story about overnight tonight is if we get enough heavier rainfall in the upper levels of the atmosphere, that's going to pull down that cold air right down to the surface, and that's why we're expecting snow levels to drop overnight tonight. And snow levels are very important in the atmosphere because that means the difference between rain and potentially snow. So right now, upper level lows right over our head with the very cold air. If we get enough convective precipitation, that'll bring down these snow levels to the valley floor, and that's kind of what we're expecting overnight tonight. The accumulations would be very light in nature, but I do expect a light accumulation of snow all the way down to the valley floor as we wake up tomorrow morning, because we already have cold air in place. It's just going to get even colder overnight tonight. Now, the big story is by the afternoon, though, we get sunshine. The snow kind of transitions to rain and sun through the evening, but eventually Saturday morning, Sunday morning, we are expecting the same possibility of low elevation snow for the next several mornings. But at least for tonight, anywhere from a trace to a half inch down to the valley floor. Once you kind of get up in elevation up into the foothills, we've already seen about an inch for you folks up toward McKenzie Bridge. We could get another 1 to 3 inches overnight tonight. The only thing is this precipitation is very scattered in nature, and I do expect you folks kind of toward the south, especially down toward Roseburg, for it to remain rain. A lot of that cold air is not making its way down south just yet. Timing things out through the course of the evening, you can see scattered rain and snow showers. Snow levels will remain around 750 feet this evening, but watch tomorrow morning. We get enough convective snow out in the Coast Range, even thunderstorm a possibility. We could be dealing with low elevation snow all the way down to Eugene. So again, accumulations would be very, very light in nature, but we are expecting the possibility of some slushy roads for your morning commute on Friday. So go ahead and plan ahead. That also, the convection we're talking about, will produce some showers, even the possibility of thunderstorms as we've already seen out towards Coos Bay today. Up across the Umpqua Basin, rain for you folks, but the possibility of morning snow comes on Saturday and Sunday morning. We're going to be watching this closely. We have a lot of cold air right above our heads. And for the Cascade passes, heavy snow expected the next few days where we could see an additional foot. And here in Eugene and Corvallis, again, I'm kind of expecting a light dusting tomorrow morning all the way down to the valley floor. And the reason why is we already have cold air in place, and it's only going to get colder tonight. So the only factor is if the precipitation lines up with the cold air. So I would not be surprised tomorrow morning. Go ahead and plan ahead now for your morning commute.
All righty, thank you.
Of course.
Well, a new low-cost gym is coming to spring.